connects Austin Theory on spaghetti legs. Ray gonna go up top. Austin Theory. Oh. Again, great awareness by Austin Theory. Quickness. Oh! Stomp! A stomp by Theory. A cover on Ray and a win by the Vision.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. STRAWS raw with Eric B and Randy C. Chickens or bananas and fresh roast beef. This is STRAWS raw.
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B., and this is STRAWS RAW. But you're listening to a special edition of STRAWS Raw's Christmas Classic. And this is our first ever Christmas Classic, folks. Thank you so much for joining me and my Randy Claus, my puppy in crime. His name is Randy C. Randy, just shake your jingle bells at the people.
You call that Bro Lives? I think that was the Pringles mascot. Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's me, Randy C. And what do you call a person who doesn't believe in Santa Claus? Agnostic. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas and welcome to the STRAWS Raw Christmas Spectacular, the first one ever. We're going to try to make it very merry for you. But we wouldn't be able to do this if we weren't powered by something. InteriorPlants.ca. It's a natural solution to a healthier and more beautiful Christmas home business environment. That's InteriorPlants.ca. Check them out. InteriorPlants.ca. Pure Fandom. Pure Fandom is your home for all things in pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia from replica masks, championship belts, and prop accessories for your cosplay. Go visit the Pure Fandom website at purefandomshop.bigcartel.com or go to their Instagram, Pure Fandom Shop and Pure Fandom Shop 416. Their YouTube channel is hot right now. They're showing a whole bunch of masks and championship belts and giving them reviews. Go to Pure Fandom Shop 416 on the YouTubes. We're also powered by the miraculous and merry SmackDaddies. Join Brad the Dad and Father Greg Feltham every Saturday where they give you the best SmackDown review here on the Hub. Is Brad going to be merry this week after watching a pre-recorded episode of SmackDown? Will Greg be his usual himself? Will he get a little Santa out of that poor little Grinch? You're going to have to follow this Saturday and listen. That's at the Hub Sports Entertainment, or go to the SmackDaddies.ca where you can catch all their episodes. They are available on all your podcasting platforms. That's the SmackDaddies at the SmackDaddies.ca. We're also powered by the Handshaking Team with my buddy here, Eric Blondone. It's the 12 days of Giftmas, and Eric is doing Cheap Heats, Wheels of Misfortune. Are you going to be lucky? No, he's not doing them this week, but still go join him at facebook.com/the Handshaking Team after this Christmas holidays, where he will give you the best in Cheap Heats and Wheels of Misfortune. He has the best toys and collectibles out there. You don't want to miss out. I don't. I got all my LGNs this Christmas because he's really good. And last but not least, a very merry and a very happy Chiquita Bananas Wyman.
Monkeys never claps.
And I'm not going to cramp this week. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Eric B. Are you enjoying these holidays?
Randy C, brother, I am enjoying these holidays. I'm enjoying the Nogs. I'm enjoying the Dolphs. Short forming everything, I guess. I'm enjoying the claws and everything happening all around us. The O's of the snows, I guess you can say, and everything that's happening. No, it's just a delightful season. Honestly, Randy, grab yourself a nice spiced cake, have an eggnog, throw a little rum in there. I got Bumbu rum for the first time ever. I was worried for a little while that it was Drake's rum, but it's Lil Wayne's rum. So it's close enough. It is close enough. But Randy, definitely enjoying myself some Christmas time. The cheer is here. And to celebrate, as of right this second, I'm going to read the entire Night Before Christmas for all of our listeners. Wouldn't that be a great treat, Rand?
Yes, it would.
No?
It would be. Let's do this.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that to you guys. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Oh.
But
you know what we
I'm
can
not going
do?
to be. Yeah.
You know
What
what we
can
can
we
do? I don't know if I got you a nice little present. I think we're going to do our first annual gift exchange here on the draw. Would you like your present, Eric B?
Randy, I'm never going to say no to a nice present, sir. A present in my hands, please. Please, dish it up.
Well, it's kind of big here. Right? Here, just open it up.
Oh,
Like
geez.
it. Please open it.
Okay.
Well, let me describe it to everybody. Eric B got a year supply, a monthly treat at the Paradise Delicatessen, where he gets 2 roast beef sandwiches a month. I did a lot of thinking, hard thinking into this, and I know he'll enjoy it because he always enjoys his little roast beef sandwich. So, Eric B, what do you think of that?
A nice roast beef. Two, do you say 2 a month? 2 a
2 a
month?
month?
2 a
Not
month?
just one,
Okay.
2 a month. I
Jeez,
doubled
that
it.
is diversity. You think they got some extra sauces, a little bit of a different, they can put a different cheese on there or something for me. I like it. I like it, Randy. Now you
Maybe
gotta
an
open
old
yours, though.
American.
Well, talking about an old American, you gotta open your gift now, brother.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And I gotta say, you know, you're gonna need some 28-inch pythons to open that bad boy.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy.
Yeah? Do you like it?
Wow.
Let me explain to the people what it is and show Randy at the same time. Ooh, wow. Folks, Randy C on Christmas Day here on the Draw Straws Raw is opening up a nice LJN Superstars Classic Hulk Hogan figure. Merry Christmas, brother.
It's absolutely. I feel so bad now just giving you sandwiches, and you give me the best, the hottest item on the LDN's market right now. And all I gave you was roast beef sandwiches. I really appreciate it, Eric B. I'm so sorry, I guess, in a way.
It's the gift that keeps on giving and sticks around all year, even when you don't want it to. Truly, those roast beef sandwiches. But yes,
Well, is that our
I'm
brain
quite
rot?
pleased.
Is that our brain
Oh
rot?
yes, it's true. Italian brain rot. I'm just hoping all those guys are doing well this Christmas season. Nobody's really talked about Trallalero Tralala for a long time. We're tongue, so whore. But yeah, shout out to Jared Bear too with those little references that we tossed in there. But Randy, wow, man, Christmas time, all these specials, all of these wonderful movies that are on TV right now. What's something that you just can't go a Christmas without watching at least once, or at least trying to watch as it's in the background?
Well, since having kids, this is definitely a staple in Rob Barbic. I'm sorry. This is the best Christmas movie out there. And to you people that think Die Hard is blasphemy. That's all I got to say. Blasphemy. But Christmas Vacation is on in our house at least 3 times like 3 times during this Christmas season. But you can't miss it now.
Yeah.
They have TNT has the 48 hour special all your Christmas season. It's that or the fire log only on Christmas Day here at the Charpentier House. But yeah, no, that's definitely the best. Chevy Chase is one of my biggest one of the biggest things I've never gotten. I never gotten an autograph from Chevy Chase, and I had a chance last year. One of the idols I do want to meet, even though he's supposed to be a Grinch in person. But
I was gonna say, don't meet your heroes with Chevy Chase, brother. But yes, no, Chevy Chase, Christmas Vacation, definitely one of my favorites as well. It's on at least 10 times per year, and we watch it in segments. Honestly, we get it in segments, and we get new jokes every time we watch it. The humor always changes and adapts depending on what we're looking at, really, right? So that's a great choice. But
there's one part that always makes me laugh is when he puts his little company secret butter grease on the bottom of that one saucer. Those were the best as a kids, those little saucer sleds.
And they don't make them like that anymore.
No, they don't, because you'd probably die. That's the only reason why. They're super fun. So yeah, there's warnings on stuff. But what about you, Eric Blondon? What's the staple in the Blondon household all through this Christmas?
I think that something that always brings me back to my childhood, because definitely adult Eric is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation all the way. And by the way, folks, fun fact about Christmas Vacation, there is no actual vacation in this movie, and John Hughes did not want to do the film at all. He was contractually obligated to do so, and instead of creating the classic National Lampoon's story that had been created in the last 2 movies that he did, he didn't think he could tell the story any further. So he took his own Christmas from 1959 and adapted it to the movie that we all love. It wasn't supposed to be a cult classic or whatever. But anyways, that's a side tangent. Let's talk about the classics. The classics that always bring me back to my childhood. And if there's one that always does so, it is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer of the classic Rankin and Bass fame. Folks, we are also powered this week by Rankin and Bass. They don't know about it. Pretty sure they're retired or gone. But we're also powered by that this week. And you know what, Randy? You know what we're going to do? Since we said this is a special Christmas episode, we're going to dive deep. We're going to dive deep into the heritage of Hard Knocks of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's time for the heritage of Hard Knocks, where the mat meets legacy and champions are forged in sweat and sacrifice. Kind of like Eric B sacrificed his roast beef to research this segment.
Well, folks, this is the special Christmas edition of the Heritage of Hard Knocks here on The Draw. And I am Eric B., your host, diving deep into the heritage of the Rankin and Bass Christmas classic superstar known as the one, the only, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's right, folks, the hero of the story, known for his glowing nose, helping Santa, and not being included in the reindeer games. He was trained by the one and only Coach Comet, a member of Santa's sleigh team and the coach of the reindeer games. Originally, he looked past Rudolph, but eventually he helped him learn how to fly. He was also trained by Hermie the elf. Hermie, the elf who wanted to be a dentist, weirdly enough, and he was known for his special jingle jangle. Hermie was trained by Yukon Cornelius, the adventurous prospector from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, always seeking silver and gold, and looking for that nasty, abominable, that humble bumble. He was trained by Frosty the Snowman, the cheerful snowman brought to life in Frosty the Snowman by that magical hat, and he coined his famous line, "Happy birthday." Yep, happy birthday on Christmas. He was trained by Santa Claus, the legendary figure himself, also known as Saint Nick or Father Christmas, who brings gifts to children on Christmas Eve, making his first appearance as Kris Kringle, believe it or not, in Santa Claus is Coming to Town. He was trained by Jack Frost, that mischievous son of a gun, the winter sprite who thwarted Frosty the Snowman and many others with his cold magic. He was trained by the Miser brothers, the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser themselves, the Chilly Snow Miser, the Fiery Heat Miser. They came from a year without Santa Claus, when Mrs. Claus herself became the hero of the film. But they are known for their catchy duets, incredible singing, and just fantastic hair. They were trained by their mother, Mother Nature, the mother of the misers and all other elements of the universe, making her first appearance in a year without Santa Claus. She was trained by the one and only, the great Ack, the master woodsman of the world, the ruler of the forests, the orchards, and the groves. And he made his appearance in the last ever animagic Rankin and Bass film ever made, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. And folks, that is the heritage of Hard Knocks for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yes, folks, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Listen, Randy and me will debate until the end of time how far that totem pole goes. Who is truly the grand trainer of them all? Randy thinks it's Mother Nature.
100%.
I think it's the great and powerful Ack. But Randy, please, the floor is yours.
Oh, Mother Nature was the greatest. You also have New Year's, Heat Miser, and the newly named, shall we say, Snow Miser, definitely in the top 5. This is like a Marvel universe that we're going through here, right? And who is the Thanos? Definitely Heat Miser has to be the Thanos in this situation, where Mother Nature could be the one above all. But
I don't know. It might be that big, massive, evil bird, dude. That big, massive, evil vulture from Rudolph, Shiny New Year. And by the way, I just want to give a quick shout out.
The whale with the clock.
Yeah, you know what?
I mentioned him.
You know what? That whale is a real son of a bitch.
He's powerful too.
When you think about it, all Rankin Bass stories, they include like specific character types. And you know what is the most specific character type that it always includes? A character with massive ears.
Yes.
Baby the donkey Year. With giant ears.
Yeah.
Baby New Year has giant ears. Somebody always has to be deformed in one way or the other.
The Island of Misfit
for Rankin
Toys.
And Bass to make sense. Oh, geez. The Island of Misfit Toys. Now, there is the one crying doll on the Island of Misfit Toys that people still to this day want to know what happened to her. They want to know the backstory. They actually, and I'm not lying when I say this, they actually wrote into the stations that played these shows and wanted explanations. Tell me what happened to this toy to make her so sad.
That's it for next year, 2026, guys. Yeah, let's get the backstory on this great claim. You know what, too? Though, Eric, claymation changed the game in production of television and movie. Claymation was absolutely incredible. Star Wars used like models instead of the clay, right? So, they were great. They're always a staple. They would go back in time. They literally go back in time.
You could watch that with a kid now today, and they're going to be furiously entertained. If you turn on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for them, they are going to love it, and they're going to want to see more of it. And luckily, I mean, this year was the first year that I found out there's so many Rankin and Bass Christmas classics that I didn't really get to see as a kid because we had kind of like the basic cable channels that would just play the classics, Rudolph, and that's about it. But yes, Randy, that is my one of my favorite Christmas movies.
That's amazing. And comment, like, subscribe down below, but comment down below what your favorite movie is. We all know Gimpy's movie, whatever, the Hazard County Christmas or whatever you may call it, being the top of his and everybody else. But I want to hear what everybody's Christmas movie is.
Yes, and
But
quick shout out to Gimpy. Just quick shout out to Gimpy. I am the only guy that's on board at THT. I'm the only guy doing stuff at THT, just so you know. Little shout out to Gimpy.
Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas again to all the listeners. But this is a wrestling show. So should we talk a little wrestling? I want to do a little best of, I guess, 2025. Eric B, are you ready for this? It's a little new game we're going to play. We're going to do it on maybe a semi-weekly basis coming up in the future. Are you ready for this?
Randy, you know I'm a gambling man, brother. You know I like to play my game, so shoot, I am ready to play.
Well, everybody get ready for you can get with this or you can get with that.
You can get with this, yeet. Or you can get with that. No yeet. You can get with this, yeah. Or you can get with that. Nope. You can get with this. Indubitably. Or you can get with that. I think you can get with this. Yeah! Fire! If you think this is the ass-kissingest son you ever saw, give me a hell yeah!
Yes, this game is you can get with this or you can get with that. And this is my top 25, I guess, things that happened in 2025, of course. But I'm going to give Eric B a choice. I'm going to start probably with the weakest of the 25. And he's going to pick either one or the other to go further. And we'll see where my ranking and what his ranking comes in the end. Trust me, there are a couple little loops in here that he may fall for, or I may pick the other way, but this is Eric B's game. I'm doing this with him. So again, everybody, the top 25 moments in my year of this year. And this is only WWE, folks, like mostly Raw and SmackDown. We will talk about a couple other things that we did outside of this after. But yeah, are you ready, Eric B, to go through this list of mine?
I am ready to party, brother.
Okay. You can either get with this or you can get with that. Eric B, the departure and the return of R-Truth, or Jacob Fatu dies off the cage. You have to pick one to go on to the next round. Which one is it?
R-Truth and the power of the internet is what I want to call it.
Yes, that was a great, great time of 2025. R-Truth almost left us, but us the people, I think it's us here at STRAWS RAW, brought him back in WWE, did re-sign him. Karrion Kross, I'm sorry. But yes, so the departure of R-Truth will go forward. So here, the next one, the departure of R-Truth or Gunther retires Goldberg.
It's still R-Truth for me, brother. Not climactic at all with the Gunther and Goldberg. And everybody knows I'm a Bret Mark, so screw Goldberg. Hope you're listening, sir.
All right. So Gunther retires, Goldberg is out as well. So next one, the departure of R-Truth or AJ Styles versus John Cena.
AJ Styles versus John Cena. I have to go with AJ Styles versus John Cena. And let alone if it was a good match or not, which was incredible, it's the gear with AJ Styles for me going all the way. All the way. I mean, the only difference is if he cut his hair and shaved his face.
Yeah, definitely. That was one of my favorite matches of the year, if not the favorite match of my year. I think this is going to carry on for a little bit, but I do have some other ones that may pop up. So you got AJ Styles versus John Cena or Braun Breaker Spears I Show Speed.
Oh, it's still AJ Styles.
Come on. That spear was definitely viral. I think it was the most downloaded clip.
No, it was great. And also, it was. And to also see a quote unquote YouTube star taking a bump like that was incredible.
All right. I know what this next one's going to be. I know which one you're going to pick. AJ Styles versus John Cena or Maxine Dupree defeats Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. Come on. This is the hard one.
Oh, it took me a long time to decipher, but it's going to be AJ and Cena.
Yes. We all know Maxine Dupree right now is the Intercontinental Champion. And I guess in the next new year, we'll see if Becky Lynch can retain that Intercontinental Championship. All right.
Ugh.
AJ Styles, maybe I put this too low in the thing. AJ Styles versus John Cena or the return of Brock Lesnar. Brock.
That's a difficult one, actually. Um, I'm gonna go with AJ and Cena just because the return of Brock didn't have as much impact as I would have liked it to.
All right. That's fair. It's very, very fair. Brock only showed up, what, twice or three times, four times max this year. So,
I wanted him in the
AJ,
last match against John. I wanted that more than anything.
there you go. AJ Styles versus John Cena still in the lead, or Tiffany Stratton cashes in the money in the bank to become world champion.
I'm still with AJ and John Cena, brother. I'm just not on the Tiffy train, and I never really have been.
Well, Father Greg will probably be really upset with you on that one. So AJ Styles, I don't know. This might go all the way, folks. AJ Styles versus John Cena, or Braun Breaker pins CM Punk at War Games.
Yeah, not as impactful as they probably wanted it to be, so I have to again go with the fantasy booking, still reigning supreme here of Cena versus Styles.
All right. It's getting harder, folks, and I know this is where Eric is gonna think. AJ Styles versus John Cena, or Naomi cashes in Money in the Bank to become world champion. A good moment, then becomes pregnant, but a good moment in WWE this year.
Okay. Yeah, you got me. I'm gonna go with Naomi on this one because the cash in was so impactful. And for the amount of crap I've talked about Naomi Trinity in the past, and to see her cash in and turn that character into something that we needed every single week and we miss so badly. Yeah, it's Naomi.
All right, I would have stayed with AJ still, even though that Naomi was good. So we're gonna go now to Naomi cashes in the Money in the Bank to become world champion, or this is a hard one, folks, because I know he was there. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber.
Uh, I'm reserving my chamber for something that's coming down the line. I'll stick with Naomi.
Wow. Wow, this is where I definitely would have changed right there. I would have changed from my AJ Styles, but we're sticking with
I don't want to
Naomi.
change from I don't want to change from chamber to chamber. That's the thing here, and I know it's coming.
Oh, caution, folks. Naomi cashes in Money in the Bank to become world champion, or this is going to be hard for him. Liv Morgan returns at Survivor Series. I told you it's going to get harder.
Liv Morgan returns because Liv Morgan is QB1 on your roster right now of female talent, and her being back, she doesn't even have to wrestle. We've already seen that. She hasn't have to wrestle at all these last few weeks, and the ratings are up. Anytime she's on the screen, people go crazy. Yeah, it's Liv for me, baby. Welcome back to Liv, by the way. We love you.
I'm looking too ahead right now. I don't know why I put this one so far up. But you got Liv Morgan returns at Survivor Series, or The Rock and Roman Reigns appear at Raw's Netflix debut, the beginning of the year of last year. It was impactful. Speaking about impactful, that Netflix was definitely that. Huge pop.
Listen, it was, but The Rock came out and he tossed away all of his character work and was just like, hey, I'm The Rock and I'm happy to be here and this is great. And then he showed up on NXT the next night and did the same thing. So I'm staying with our girl. I'm staying with Liv. Rob Arbic, that might upset you, but we love Liv Morgan around here.
You know what? I think on my list I don't have any Rhea Ripley. Oh, I do have one. But
you better.
I do have one.
She didn't have a great year. She didn't have a Rhea Ripley year because of all the injuries.
Okay, this is why I don't know why I put this here. But you got Liv Morgan returns at Survivor Series, or Damian Priest launches Finn Balor off the railings through a table. Remember that big spot? I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. No, Live Survivor Series.
All right, good. All right, good. Now, this is where it's hard. Liv Morgan returns at Survivor Series or John Cena's farewell and final match.
Oh, John Cena's farewell final match, of course. Smile and pass out. One of the
There you go.
favorite things I've ever seen.
I think this is going to stick with you for a little bit for some reason. We only got 7 more people. So, John
Ooh.
Cena's farewell or Rob Arbick's favorite, Rhea Ripley reclaims the Women Championship at the Raw Netflix debut at the beginning of the year. So we have the end of the year and the beginning of the year. Which one are you going to pick?
I'm gonna stick with John Cena's farewell.
That's that's definitely fair. Even though that Raw was that was a highlight of the year. That was like a new
It was
staple,
it was better than most of the PLEs we got this year.
and it gave us a new uh, diagram or a new way that we were watching wrestling. So I definitely say that that Raw was definitely impactful or a highlight of the year just because it changed everything. But here we go. John Cena's farewell or Seth Rollins aligns with Paul Heyman at WrestleMania.
Cash in, you mean, or no?
No, this one Seth Rollins did that when Paul Heyman did the turn
Yeah,
and then gave helped
yeah,
Seth
the
Rollins. Yes.
more or less double turn.
Yep.
Um, John Cena's farewell.
Good choice. Good choice. John Cena's farewell or the return of AJ Lee.
John Cena's farewell.
That was easy. We don't like it.
Listen, it just like as far as the nostalgic pop goes, great to have AJ back. Great to have her in those couple of matches, but that's all it is, guys. That's really all it is and all it has to be. And I think that people expected she was coming back and she was gonna have like some amazing title reign, and it's not necessary.
Well, people, we only got 4 left, and I think we're going to run into a little problem. It's going to be John versus John. But we have John
Yeah,
Cena's farewell versus Jey Uso defeats Gunther to become the world champion.
John Cena's farewell.
Even though that was a big thing for Jey Uso, yeah, the hype was on Jey. They dropped the ball with Jey Uso, I think, halfway through this year. I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me because Jey was such on a roll, yeeting everywhere, yeeting. But we have John Cena's farewell versus Seth Rollins cashes in the money in the bank to become the world champion.
You're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins cash in because I called it and I said for weeks, this is a work. He's not really injured and he's gonna cash in. And just to watch how furious not only yourself, but how people were so angry afterwards of them working the injury angle to do so. Oh man, for me, watching this play out live was one of my greatest predictions of all time coming true. And just watching that happen, it was like hitting one of the greatest bets I've ever placed. It was so much fun.
Yeah, Eric. I don't know.
You hated
But
it. You hated it so
yeah,
much.
I did. I was so angry. I didn't understand it. Why do they they're working us LA Knight. LA Knight had no clue what was going on too. I bet you anybody.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so the final one, it's the finale, people, on you can deal with this or you can deal with that. It is Seth Rollins cashes in at Money in the Bank to become world champion or the John Cena heel turn at Elimination Chamber.
I am obviously going to go with the John Cena heel turn here at Elimination Chamber in Toronto with some of my bestest buddies, with Randy, with Greg, with Brad, with Eric Reed, with just everybody. Jeremy was there. We had a blast. And being there for the entire event and then having this happen at the end of it, that turn, Cody dropping an F bomb like you've never heard ever before in wrestling and you probably will never hear again. there's just no moment that can outweigh that for my year of wrestling, and it might be biased because of the feeling of being there, but out of the crowd roars that I've heard in an arena for anything, and that includes the Toronto Raptors, Kawhi Leonard's shot, being there for anything. This is probably the second loudest I've ever heard a crowd in my life. And just taking that memory and talking about it right now is actually making my body react. I'm getting my hair standing up. So for me, that's it. And nothing can outweigh that.
I'm getting the chills too. I don't know if it's sickness or just thinking about it as well. But yes,
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, maybe. But the John Cena heel turn, it was number one for me. So everything else would have been eliminated anyways. Yes, being there with the SmackDaddies, being there with you, Eric B. The weekend that we did have, my son being part of it, it was the second. Toronto's been very lucky. That's all I got to say. Hogan and Rock with the energy in the crowd and being there. The John Cena heel turn being a very close second.
How about this added element though too? The added element of me wearing my Heart Foundation jacket, which is signed by Brett on the inside, and telling people by the end of the day that I was so sick of getting complimented on it. And literally, as I was telling Randy about how sick and tired I am of people coming up and complimenting, this guy walks right up in front of us and goes, "Hey guys, great jacket." And Randy goes, "Yeah, and it's signed too."
Yeah, it was a fun day. Probably one of the best days because I was with the closest people that I've been around for a long time. So it was definitely number one. But people, this was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I hope you liked it. Maybe we'll make it a weekly or bi-weekly thing here. I know it was pretty long today, but it's Christmas, and I wanted to go through the whole year and just top it off. It was like a best of, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll straighten it out, folks. But we wanted to give you a little extra to chew on this week as we talk during our Christmas classic.
Absolutely. So, Eric B, I guess we can just finish this. We had a Raw Christmas episode this week.
Yeah,
did we?
I guess. I mean, happy holidays as per what Netflix is telling us. Quick shout out too, and I just gotta say this. Because for the last month and a half, I've been getting notified of a million different Christmas movies on Netflix, a million different Christmas specials, Stranger Things fireplaces, Is This Cake Christmas edition, all of these different things. Why didn't we see that tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, we didn't have anything Christmas. There was nothing Christmas related at all. You have so many different properties, Netflix, that you could have added into Raw tonight. Christmas Chronicles, just so many different things that could have been done. And for whatever reason, we just get a graphic and we get a shimmer sound effect, and that's about it.
I got a question for you. Did you have any ads?
No. It was
didn't
greatest.
have ads. It went so quick. It was so quick.
An hour and a half of wrestling all classics too, may I add. No, not really. But yes, Randy, let's break this down quickly as we talk about Monday Night Raw from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Apparently they cheer for the Detroit Lions, apparently. But yeah, let's go Michigan. Anyways, to all of our listeners out in Michigan, Merry Christmas.
Windsor
from me and Rand.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, though. Merry Christmas. Your food's pretty good.
All right. So yeah, wrestling's going on. We still got wrestling going on. Do we know that? Yeah, there's wrestling happening, guys. Let's quickly just break it down, Randy. Let's do it as fast as we possibly can here. Asuka defeats Rhea Ripley with a roll-up, grabbing the trunks. She had the assistance from Kyrie. Io Sky was involved as well. There was a lot of kerfluffle going on between these two ladies. It was definitely a very hard-hitting, a very Joshi-esque match. Some serious bumps being taken by these ladies, including a German on the apron from Asuka to Rhea Ripley. Rhea is just throwing kicks, haymakers, punches, whatever throughout the entire match. But she loses, setting up a tag team match for the next Raw. Okay.
Right. The
That
new Raw,
happens.
the new season. But can I just point out Asuka's first win over Rhea Ripley? I don't know if people knew
Oh,
that, but it was her first win. The first time she defeated Rhea Ripley in like, I think at least 5 or 6 or 7, definitely appearances. But yeah, a big win for Asuka. And now we're seeing the Kari Zane, I guess, and Rhea versus the Kabuki Warriors on the Netflix in the new year. No more Peacock. Peacock! No more Peacock. Peacock! Anymore next year. It's Netflix.
oh, jeez. Anyways, Nikki Bella is here, folks. Do we know about that? Nikki Bella is here, and she's gonna do stuff, and we look at her interrupting. But quickly, also talking about interruptions, Becky Lynch is gonna interrupt Maxine Dupree's, I don't know, State of the Union address that she had planned to come out. Anyways, yeah, whatever. Becky wants her title back. Maxine Dupree is going to do everything that she possibly can to keep her title, all the blood, sweat, and tears that she'll show. And we end the segment with a crazy looking ankle lock on Becky Lynch. Shout out
Mac-
to Becky Lynch for trying to make Maxine Dupree look good here.
Maxine Dupree, yeah, on this aspect, given the ankle lock, will Becky be able to beat her? She's like the kryptonite, and Maxine, she's the Superman, and Maxine Dupree is the kryptonite. It was really weird seeing this. I'm honestly thinking that yeah, the Netflix again, Netflix, they're going ahead, right, on this aspect of looking for the forward to the new year. But will
Yeah.
Maxine Dupree beat Becky? I think so, and I think it'll be help with Batty. But I guess we had to see it, right?
Yeah, I think so too. But honestly, this entire if Maxine is trying to talk her way into being a believable threat, it's not going to work. If she wants us to believe that she is this natty trained beast from the dungeon, we have to see it in the ring. And until that actually happens in the ring, we're just not going to believe it. People are cheering for Maxine Dupree, but
You know
are
what
they
she should
really
do?
excited?
I'll give her the best word of advice. And
What?
I'm not no former zebra or anything else like that. Just don't smile. Just don't smile. Right? She has to stop smiling. You want to beat somebody
True.
up, you don't smile. Look them in the eyes and
Yeah,
beat
it's
them
true.
up.
Well, I mean, unless your name is Anthony Joshua, then you can smile and just break somebody's jaw in two places.
Boom, boom.
Anyways, all right. In the back, we have Javon Evans talking to Adam Pierce. Randy, nice little tidbit here. I like how Adam Pierce refers to Javon Evans as a free agent. What do you think about that? Instead of the whole call up to SmackDown, call up to Raw, now we're actually trying to get him onto our show.
Yeah, I found that really interesting. A free agent, or are all these people free agents now too? Javon Edwards, I guess he's going to move on up from NXT. Does he fit in with Raw? I honestly don't believe so. I think he's definitely a SmackDown, and it'll help SmackDown a lot, especially with the hype with him going on. But yeah, no more call-ups. I guess there's no more times, no more WrestleMania week the day after Raw, no more.
Hmm.
There's no branding. It
Well,
doesn't make
that's
a difference
honestly,
anyways.
that's good. That's good if they don't do that because you tie people down to these. Look at Kiana James, right? For
Yeah.
example, it took her what, 6 months until she actually debuted on that brand. So,
Doesn't make a difference
anyways,
anyways to go back and forth. Who cares?
talking about the young OG himself, Javon Evans is going to pick up a W here against Rayo Americano. We don't see the Americanos too often on Raw, so that was kind of fun to see them show up, and that was about it. But yeah, Javon, obviously, they want to position him to be strong. I don't know if the win over a masked Pete Dunne is probably the way to go to do so.
I
But
was done. I
like you
thought that
said,
was bait.
Randy, no, Bates the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Bates
I didn't know. They
Bravo.
both look small now, though. In the mask, they both look smaller than they actually are. If that makes any sense. But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go one quick note. I hope everybody
Yes.
watched AAA over the weekend. It was a fun show. Dominic Mysterio may be hurt, right? That's what we're hearing out of this. So Dominic Mysterio may be hurt, but the whole show was fun. I would actually put that show for probably one of the better shows of the year, to be honest with you. Triple
Listen,
A is on fire.
I'm surprised that when we were doing this or that, one of the options wasn't the rise of Dominic Mysterio this year as an international superstar.
Good point. Good point. I think this was Dominic Mysterio's year, but I think next year is even going to be bigger than this. But you're right.
Big time. Big time, big time.
Speaking
Anyways,
of
Evans
big,
is on his way to the main roster. Speaking about big, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are in the back, and they're going to take on the Usos next week for the belt. So we're going to solve the tag team division by running it back, right? I think that's what we're going to do.
100%. Go Usos.
Braun Breaker is ready for CM Punk, and he's going to cut him in half on January 5th. Like we said, we're all looking forward to the future. Nikki Bella shows up in a fine leather suit for a chat for no reason at all. She gets some decent heat here. I don't know if anybody cares, though.
It's very unfortunate. Like Nikki Bella, the more maybe she should be unpresent. I don't know. The Nikki Bella applause is worn off. I don't know if I don't know. I just she is a legend, right? And for her to go what she's going through, I think she's just trying too hard. Um, I feel very sorry for her in a lot of ways for what's happened to her in the last couple of years or whatever. But I think she's trying too hard on this, and she just should go out there and be a legend and show it and put people over.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyways, talking about putting people over, right? Bayley versus Roxanne. Bayley versus Roxanne Perez is next, folks. And this is a match where we see a whole lot of interaction on the outside. We got Moira Valkyria, the lovely Liv Morgan is there, and she's doing all that she possibly can to help Roxanne. Her little Roxanne, who she really goons over hard. I don't know if you've watched Liv Morgan staring at Roxanne Perez when she's up on those ropes, but she is staring somewhere specific. Anyways, Liv Morgan is there, folks. Yes, we love our Liv Morgan here on Straws Raw. We're sorry for nothing. We're sorry for nothing, Rob Arbic. We love you, but we're sorry about nothing when it comes to the whole Liv Morgan situation. See, Randy, anytime we talk about Liv Morgan, I get sidetracked. Damn it. But anyways, Bayley is in this match here with Roxanne Perez, and it seems like quite a long match. There's a few different distractions. Liv Morgan is doing what she can to help Roxanne, but we also have Raquel show up as well. And Raquel tries to get involved, probably at the wrong timing to do so, gets the referee's attention, which gives enough time for Lyra Valkyria to soup up Bayley by slapping her in the face and bringing out that crazy Bayley. As soon as she gets slapped in the face, Bayley just turns on and wins this match in like 30 seconds after being slapped in the face. Bayley actually got a win on Raw. That's nuts. That hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah, Bayley maniacs running wild all through this match after the slap. But yeah, she was Bayleying up. Little tension between Raquel and Liv. Liv helped Roxanne, and then right at the perfect time where Roxanne can pin, Raquel comes up and distracts the referee. Liv and Raquel getting a little shouting match and pushing match. Like, what's with this? What's with the tension in the Judgment Day? But Bayley with the win, again with Bayley maniacing it up. Good for her, I guess. We're gonna see a tag team soon. I think this may be 2026 is the year of the downfall of the Judgment Day, and it's unfortunate because we love them all.
Yes, yeah, it's been a good run for them, though. It has been a good run, and we've seen a serious evolution of that group and the characters within it during this entire time. The only person who hasn't gotten the rub is Carlito, and he's not in the company anymore. So that's why. But anyways. All right, Bronson Reed is in the back. He wants Austin Theory to follow his lead. Randy, here's the thing that I was thinking about this whole Austin Theory inclusion, audition, whatever it might be for the Vision tonight. Austin Theory was Braun Breaker before Braun Breaker was Braun Breaker. He was that guy, the future, the next world champion, all of that stuff. Eventually, is that going to lead into the downfall of this group? And are we going to see Theory finally take his place back from Braun Breaker?
Yeah. Theory was the man. Theory's been doing it a lot longer than Braun Breaker, realistically. And with Evolve and the Theory run, being like the next Drew McIntyre, I will call it, being like the chosen one, not just for, I guess, Triple H, but for Vince. Again, whispers in the ear. But yeah, This is going to be weird. I don't know if it's going to happen next year. May happen the year after that. But we are seeing a rise of two stars right now, and that is the people of Austin Theory and Braun Breaker. It's going to be exciting next year. Like Braun,
Yeah.
Austin is like at the Seth. I call it at the Seth point right now. It's like Braun is Roman Reigns, and
Hmm.
we'll use Jonah or Bronson Reed as Dean Ambrose, but we don't talk about him. And then we use Austin Theory as Seth, and there will definitely be a breakup, probably later than sooner. But can't
Yeah.
wait. It's good. They're
Yeah.
building it pretty good.
It's gonna happen, and there's a couple of different build up, sorry, that we're gonna see happen in that CM Punk match. I thoroughly believe that we will discuss as we get to it. Like we said, Judgment Day women are not happy with each other. There is some tension definitely sorting out there between all of them. Here comes, oh, talking about tension. Here comes Gunther for a quick chat, I guess you could say. WWE being absolutely brilliant, not even probably telling Gunther, don't even talk. You really don't have to say anything. He just goes out there, gets booed to high heaven, worse than Dominic Mysterio ever was, stands on the announcer's table, throws his arms up in the air like a villain, gets booed even more, calls John Cena a bitch. CM Punk shows up. Gunther keeps the John Cena taunt, you can't see me. And that's it for Gunther as he walks off. But he bumps into Rey Mysterio on his way out. And Randy, as soon as I saw that happen, I said, okay, so Gunther's going to retire Rey Mysterio too.
I hope not. I think that's Dominic's job, but yeah, you could definitely see it. Gunther with, I will call it like the 80s and 90s heat. It reminds me a lot of the 80s and 90s, which is fantastic. Gunther is on fire right now. People hate him. He is the Sheik. He is King Kong Bundy. He is Big John Studd. He is the evil Andre the Giant, but larger larger when I say in heat coming to him in the form of booze. It's absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. Everybody's complaining about this John Cena retirement, but you know what? It's made Gunther.
Yeah. And there's only one, there was only one person, sorry, that you could hear on camera the whole time with Gunther standing on the desk going, yes, yes, thank you, yes. So he still has redeeming qualities that people truly like and enjoy. And it's not go away heat at all. It's not go away heat at all. Backstage, we bump in again AJ Styles and Gunther. Randy, I talked about this with somebody off the air earlier in the week. What are the chances that AJ Styles does not get a retirement tour and is just surprise retired by Gunther?
That would be good. That's good for him. AJ Styles can go off to the sunset. I would definitely miss AJ Styles, but Gunther has to be the new legend killer, right? So
Yeah.
it would work.
And AJ's at that point. He already said he wants to go. So this is the time to do it. And he doesn't
Will he
need a
smile?
retirement.
The question is, will he smile?
The AJ Styles smile. Imagine if everybody smiles now. No, no. That's honestly, that's reserved for
fantastic.
John Cena.
That'd be fantastic.
You know what? If everybody smiles at the end of their last match leading into their retirement, it just goes to show you how awful the wrestling world is for these performers.
Sports entertainment, baby. That's all I gotta say. Sports
Yes,
entertainment
it's
at the
done. Thank
finest.
God. Not one more bump has to be taken. Woo. No
Ooh,
more car
that's it.
accidents. Yes.
Yes. Ric
Oh,
Flair
jeez.
didn't need to almost die 3 times in a match. He just should have smiled. That's all. That's all. Never. Let's go. Let's go for it. Speaking about
All right.
huge pops.
Austin Theory and Bronson Reed versus CM Punk and Rey Mysterio. Austin Theory adorning some brand new pants, baggy pants, combat pants, utility pants. Very Shield-esque. Let's just say that. It is very Shield-like. And maybe that is leaning in, Randy, to the whole eventual turn coming. Like you said, he's in the Seth position. Is he eventually going to hit Braun Breaker in the back with that chair? Who knows? But as of right now, Theory is more or less fighting his way into the group and showing them that he's on their side and he wants to help them. There's so many reasons why it just doesn't make sense why he's helping them. Whereas, like I said earlier, I feel like this is going to lead towards a Theory and Breaker feud. It has to. One guy is already supposed to be the chosen one, the Drew McIntyre, more or less, and then comes back just like Drew McIntyre did and tries to reclaim that spot. So I think that that's going to happen eventually. Anyways, yeah, wrestling match. We haven't seen Austin Theory wrestle for quite some time. So that's another thing that's kind of interesting here. He does look good. He doesn't look like he's missed a beat at all. Besides that beard definitely needs some work. Randy, what do you think about the beard?
I think he looks great. I think honestly, I think it just suits him. I like the beard. I thought it was pretty bad the first time, but watching him last night with the gear, I thought he actually looked great. I'm sorry, Eric.
He looks different. He does look different. And if you follow the Chris Jericho mindset of changing your gimmick, it's not only changing your gimmick, you have to do more than that. You have to change your appearance. You have to give the fans something completely different that they didn't have before and show that you are that talented.
If he kept his hair, he would have been Fandango. Would you imagine Fandango with the waving hair beating people up? No, now he's like the Dean Ambrose, the rugged brawler. Everybody bald is a brawler, right? Right?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Okay. Yes. But like we said, Bronson Reed is there, big Bronson Reed, and he's going to get himself involved in the match. Nobody really cares about the faces again here, so it's not like anybody's going to come to save the day. But the faces are going to lose. Austin Theory is going to take the win with a stomp here on Rey Mysterio for the win here. For the W, Randy. Wow.
Exactly the way to show this guy and pump this guy's tires and show him to the world as strong as he can be. I definitely enjoyed this. Austin Theory looked good. Was there anybody? CM Punk was involved in this match. Nobody's talking about that. We're talking about Austin Theory. Did he do his job? Yes. Did he do it well? Yes. Did he look good? Yes. So overall, this was a good showing, a good first appearance again for the rebranded Austin Theory.
Absolutely. Now, Randy, with this all happening, with us going into the January 5th, the Raw reunion, the second year of Netflix on Raw, and the match with Braun Breaker and CM Punk, we already talked about the first Netflix on Raw and how impactful it was for the brand and how it changed the way that we view things as fans. This second one, it has really big shoes to fill. And to fill those shoes in wrestling, there's one thing that you can do that automatically is going to boost your ratings, and that's a surprise return. Seth's coming back January 5th.
Yeah. Seth or Chris Jericho.
He's been all over the place. Seth has been all over the place for the Chicago Bears, all over TV. He's obviously able to perform, but they're holding him back for something.
You think Seth's going to come back and help CM Punk maybe for another rematch coming up? Or will Chris
I don't know if
Jericho?
he's necessarily going to help CM Punk. I think, if anything, he is going to thwart Braun Breaker and also thwart Punk in the process because they hate each other. And that, Randy, we've been robbed of this feud so many times, of a proper Seth versus Punk feud. Like, if we can actually get that eventually, this is a good way to lead it in. But yes, you do make another good name drop as well there. Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
He comes out. You know how you bring him out? Gunther.
With a mask. Oh, really?
Yeah. You got Gunther talking. You got Gunther gloating to the crowd again, and you know who comes back out of nowhere? The Millennium Countdown music too, associated with it. Oh my God.
And his haircut.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So good points there. And I will just say with Netflix, nothing, like my daddy always told me, nothing is, you'll remember more than your first. So yes, they have to point out something second. All you get with the second is experience. That's what he told me. But I will
banana rating, brother.
Banana rating for this whole Raw episode. I'm not going to give it it's like a 2.75 banana. It wasn't even a holiday special. All you saw was Christmas trees, and that's it. So yeah, I give it a 2 point. I wanted to be a little more festive. Maybe Austin Theory could like hang from that straggly beard, hang little Christmas bulbs, make Eric B a little more happy. But
I don't know, man. Shout out to Lash Legend and Nia Jax for at least giving a damn and giving us some Christmas themed gear on SmackDown.
Candy Striper
These guys just
SmackDown.
completely phoned this in, and we're like, go to Lowe's or Rona and get 50 20-foot Christmas trees and 10 50-foot Christmas trees, and we're set. We are ready to go for Monday Night Raw. And Randy, not at one moment did somebody think to throw somebody into a tree?
No.
Come on.
No eggnog
bro.
matches, eggnog pool matches. No, like, come on, they had our truth there. There could have been something that you could have done. Like, you know what I mean? Put
Mrs.
one of
Claus
the
on a
Americanos
Mrs.
versus our
Claus.
truth. Yeah,
Mrs. Claus on a pole match. There
there
you
you
go.
go. There you go. Well,
Yeah.
Eric B, all I want to say to you is I hope you have the best Christmas, as well to everybody else out there. Eric B, if they want to follow you,
Yes.
if they want to send you Christmas cheer, Christmas presents, Christmas messages, holiday, baby New Year song receptions in your DMs,
Yes.
where can they follow you?
Yes, you can message me at Wrestling with Eric, and that is without a W, and that is without a G. Folks, you can also follow us on the YouTubes, where we are very active, and we're over our subscriber total that we were talking about for the longest time here. But Randy, where else can they go ahead and listen to any of our old episodes, or just follow us for the new episodes coming up?
Yeah, like Eric said, go like, comment, subscribe down below. We're at STRAWS Raw on the YouTubes. Go follow us on the Hub Sports Entertainment on any podcasting platform. Go follow our buddies, the SmackDaddies. Merry Christmas, Greg. Merry Christmas, Brad. They are the best people in the world. I love them both. And follow us on the Instagrams at the Hub Sports Entertainment, or you can follow at the Draw Radio. Yeah, because we're going to be on radio soon, very, very shortly. Confirmed day, we have the date range, but confirmed day to be followed very shortly. I'm just waiting for Mr. TSN guy to message me back. But it is the holiday season. But yes, again, Merry Christmas, Eric. Merry Christmas to all you people out there. And just have the best. Be safe. That's it. More or less.
Yes, absolutely, folks. The holiday season is definitely a time to get together with your family, enjoy yourselves, celebrate, enjoy some libations if you choose to do so. But if you do choose to do so, please do not drive. It is just nothing that you want to put on your family at this time of year, and absolutely very cheap and easy to get Ubers, car ride share services, everything. If you're in trouble and you're listening and you need me, message me. I'll help out as long as I don't have to drive to Minnesota. But anyways, folks, on that note, please take care of yourselves and each other, and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live, laugh. It's the holiday season.
Boop-be-doo.
And love wrestling always. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Deuces! Ooses!
How much does it bother you that they're yeeting right now?
Yeet?
They're yeeting, yeah. Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.